Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What is your take on Trump ending his recent post with, "Praise be to Allah"? He'll do literally anything for attention. Stephen Miller has been giggling to himself for days while waiting to post this. And on Easter, too. I took it as blatant mockery. Quite strange how far I've had to scroll down to see someone point this out. It is very obviously mockery, mocking other religions, very Christian, and on Easter. I hope Jesus saw him after he rose. For anyone curious, this is the full statement if you haven't seen it. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one, in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. Excuse me, I can no longer tell. Is this a joke or did he really tweeted this? Edit, yep, there it is, including the swear words and all. Yeah, but I don't think he really typed it. It's not his style, at all. And it's not even close enough that it seems like someone good at their job did it. This has junior level person written all over it. I think Trump is dealing with something pretty serious, health-wise, and the senior communication staff is tied up with that. No way do any of them let this go out on Easter morning. And Trump, for all his flaws, just doesn't talk like this. Something's up. Is this guy really swearing like that in his posts? It's so unstatesmanlike, pretty grotesque. Happy fucking Easter. So unstatesmanlike. At this point I'd be alarmed if he suddenly started acting like an adult. Bet we'll be having tacos on Tuesday again. Yep, he changed his deadline to Tuesday because Taco Monday is not a thing. I would say it's the most unpresidential and culturally embarrassing moment I've ever seen, but this Trump, it's par for the course. Edit, I find it very interesting that of all the comments and thousands of views, not a single troll comment. Seems even the most hardcore cultists don't care for that post. Most unpresidential and culturally embarrassing moment I've ever seen. So far, he wasn't president yet, but just grab them by the pussy comes to mind. Never once did the accused Muslim President Obama ever say, "Praise be to Allah," let alone on Easter Sunday. MAGA are the dumbest of the dumb to ever vote for him. Let alone 3 times. He's a senile prick trying to act like a big dog. As many people are pointing out, imagine the outrage on the right if Obama did that. The conservative subreddit has a big thread about King Charles not giving out an Easter message but giving one for Ramadan. They claim he converted to Islam. I wonder if they'll say the same about Trump. Nope, just said, this is Trump just being a grandpa, which again is ironic given the disdain for Sleepy Joe. Most of them are beyond hypocrites. Dude, if Obama wrote "Praise be to Allah" in a tweet, the entire right-wing ecosystem would collapse in on him like a dying star. They would be openly calling for him to be executed. That would be them now. If he said that while he was president. Madness. Donald Hussein Trump. He's in the final stages of dementia. I appreciate your optimism. Good thing he isn't running a country or anything then. Not if he's dead, but knowing these people, they'll use AI videos for his future addresses if he kicks it. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald Hussein Trump. I thought the J is for Jamal. Hussein. Jihad. Sounds like an old man hedging his bets as the darkness creeps ever closer. Lol, surprised he didn't throw a Happy Christmas Kwanzaa in there. OC reference, very solid. He probably thinks he's being witty. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be mocking or sarcastic, but just comes across as weird and demented, especially when you consider he just ignored that it's Easter Sunday, the holiest day in Christianity. If that was a Democrat, instant impeachment proceedings. I'm more concerned about his use of the word fuck, just when you thought he couldn't get any less presidential. It sounds so lame too. Now I don't wanna say fuck anymore. Right, I'm not pearl clutching over a president saying fuck. I'm cringing because he's embarrassing and now he's ruining swearing for me. In my eyes, the president can say fuck as much as he wants if he's not. 1. Dismantling the Constitution. 2. Ignoring the courts. 3. Committing war crimes. 4. Using our tax dollars to destroy foreign countries. 5. Everything else he does. Yeah, you can say fuck all day if you improve our infrastructure, keep us out of wars, not focus on religious problems. If he was saying fuck while doing all of that, it'd be okay. That he continues to be a dementia-riddled sociopath. He's converted to Islam. Alhamdulillah, a single recitation of the Shahada is all that is required for a person to become a Muslim. Brother Donald New Yorkie has seen the light. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, may Allah awaken the people, and help them to see. My take is that he is a massive pedo. He's a menace to society. He's a menace to the whole world. This is a Miller post. Fingers crossed it means he's in Walter Reed. In the morgue, or in hell. My thought as well. The post isn't quite on brand for Trump. He also spelled the word straight correctly. The only part that gives me pause is the use of a grammatically correct apostrophe in fuckin', which seems just a little above his reading level. Weirdly, I don't feel like Trump uses F-bombs like that, especially not fuckin'. He forgot to thank us for our attention to this matter. Obviously Mamdani cast a spell on him. I do not have the energy to care. And honestly, that might be the intended effect. Flood the zone with enough noise and eventually nobody has the bandwidth to process any of it. Exhaustion is a political strategy. He just found out about the 72 virgins. I guess MAGA is Muslim now. If their cult leader says it, the cult will follow. So yes. 25th Amendment, surely? Question mark. I'm more concerned about his promise to do war crimes, that is, targeting civilian infrastructure including power plants and desalinization. If the US military does that, it will kill many civilians, thousands to millions. More war crimes, unless blowing up a building of school children is not a war crime. Yes, more war crimes. All the civilian boat strikes on mostly fishermen is another one, plus the Christmas attack on Nigeria. But in this statement he's promising war crimes and people are more concerned about his trolling comments, his saying fucking, and the distraction narrative. This would be the big one so far if he gets the US military to do what he said he'll have them do. Millions of civilian deaths. In one stroke, all those Nazi comparisons over the last decade would just be plainly true and no longer subject to dispute. And Iran will follow suit. If it really does escalate, it could be the biggest humanitarian disaster of the 21st century. Republicans called Obama a Muslim because they're racist. Trump literally praised Allah and they won't bat an eye at it. Allah is literally the same God, just a different word. The religion evolved, but the God never changed. Edit, based on another comment I saw. I wanted to be clear. I wish Trump literally didn't exist. I just want people to understand that it's the same God that so many so-called Jews and Christians worship. While there are some radical people from every religion, including Islam, they are actually large majority very peaceful people that just have some different beliefs. I think it's really inclusive of him. I can't seem to get past the child rape. Seems worse than praise Allah. Wait, that was real? Question mark. I also thought it must be fake at first. Islamophobic sarcasm. Sarcasm against whoever they don't like is white nationalists' favored form of expression. On Easter, can't wait for Levitt and the rest to line up and insist Allah just means God, as if it's used interchangeably at Sunday service. Except Mike Johnson, who has no idea what we're referring to and can't comment, of course. Fuba. He converted to Wahhabi Islam and is waging a jihad to remove the 12 Shiites in Iran from power. Mocking their religion while his cheerleaders revel in their Christian superiority, just like Jesus intended, right? Gross. It's something that you'd expect from a teenager trying to look cool in front of his mates. Mentally, Trump is a spoiled teenager. Insane. Impeach. Abolish the GOP. Insane. Impeach. Abolish the GOP. He'd have raised hell if Obama or Biden even spoke those words out loud, let alone posted them to social media. My take is that he has absolutely miscalculated how resilient and prepared the Iranian regime is, and that he has absolutely no fucking clue how to deal with it now that Plan A isn't working as he intended. Signs of frustration creeping in now, which the Iranians will seize upon. All they have to do is hold out long enough for Trump to start eating his own shit in public for attention while struggling to pretend the war he has already won and won big isn't going as well as he's making out. The guy is an absolutely demented embarrassment to the office and to his country. America has got a lot of soul searching to do after he dies. Don't think he'll give up office until he does, as to how they let such an abominable disgrace get away with what he has for so long. That to any sane person, no take is needed. An unpresidential and foul threat of violence followed by a mocking of Islamic religion on Easter Sunday. Devoid of the Christian convictions that so many members of the religious conservative movement in the US assure us that Trump personifies. He is basically saying fuck your religion. Your God, Allah, can't do shit against me. Like saying to a Christian, oh what a shame, maybe your Jesus could help you with that. It's just mockery with a hint of plausible deniability, which is funny, cause both Christianity and Islam worship the exact same God. Somebody in his cabinet placed a bet on Polymarket. He is a lunatic psychopath who may have fully lost it. Age 79, lack of sleep, huge amounts of stress can be the trigger. We could be looking at a guy experiencing onset of dementia while at war, controlling the most powerful military in the world. He's an unhinged psychopath that needs to be removed from office by any means. He is a billionaire commoner douchebag. Wait, that was a real tweet. Quote. Clearly he is not right in the head. How is he not removed? Classic trolling from the worst POTUS in history. On Easter Sunday, betrayal of his own voters. Then there's the swearing and war crimes crying. My take is there is nobody there willing to tell him no. Nobody willing to sacrifice the job and the taxpayer slush fund they are all abusing. The money and power is just too good. These people will destroy all of us for the greed. That's just American capitalism, unfortunately, where no one will do anything for the good of the community. What's your take on a nation keeping a deranged fool, religious whack job and nonce in the highest position of political authority? I wish the mods would add a rule that prohibits thoughts on recent American news story. Questions. You can find everybody's thoughts by reading the comments on the Reddit posts. Posts like this are just karma farming.